well. There we go. Oh, my eye is still tearing like a mug. Mm-hmm. Alright, so I'm first just priming my nose, because that's where a majority of my bigger pores are. Closer. And then I'm going to color correct, which I need is, you go in with the LA Girl color corrector in peach. My spots. I'm going to use one of those Danessa Myricks pigments on my lips. Probably the Tribe or Plum one. Probably Tribe, mixed with some chocolate. More than likely. More than likely. Don't ask why this lash never is perky. I don't have an answer for you. Alright, so I have color corrector on. I've already primed my T-zone. My eye is still watering. But these eye pigments from Danessa Myricks are waterproof. So I don't really have anything to worry about there because they're waterproof. Okay. So what I want to do first is my concealer. And the concealer I use is from Haus Labs. Of course, I don't know where I put anything. Hold on a second. Here it is. All right, it's from Haus Labs. And I use this kind of brush from Real Techniques to apply it. And I usually mix it, I put it on, and then I usually put like an oil on my hand, the rose oil from Huda Beauty. But I have this Danessa Myricks sample today, so I'm going to be using that as the oil. So this is the Haus Labs concealer in 14 Light Peach. I took the little stopper out, so when you see the applicator and it's skunked up with product, That's because I took the applicator out, or the little thing that like sucks off the product when you take it out of the component. So that's all I do. And then I put the oil that I'm going to be using on my hand. I don't think I've ever used this oil before, so we're gonna see what it gives. It smells nice. I'm just putting that on the brush that I'm going to be using. I first bring my concealer up here. And if I go a little too close to my eye, it's not a big deal because I can always reapply some pigment, but put it right here because I did go a little too close to my eye, but it's gonna be okay. So I love this concealer. Got it in my wig. I love this concealer because it's full coverage, but it's also lightweight. Without the oil, I do find it to be a little bit cakey, but when I add the oil to loosen it up a little bit, it goes on a lot better on my skin. I have a dry skin type, and I'm acne prone around my hormonal area, which is right here. And I do have freckling and fine lines underneath my eyes. And I like that when I do this, you're funny. I like when I do this with a brush that I get the fullest coverage. And then I can always go in with the sponge. My cat wants in. I can always go in with the sponge and make it a little less coverage. And that small amount is enough to do my entire T-zone area. Right, and then I take my sponge. I'm not going to wet it. I'm taking my DIY Fix Spray. I'm just getting my sponge really wet. And I'm going to go along that area where I applied the concealer. And really press it into the skin. And this is what makes it look amazing, at least in my opinion, on my skin. I usually have a super warm sponge, but I forgot to heat it up, and then I got it wet and I forgot to heat it up, so now I'm just using this one. Like my eye is about to drip again. Oh my god. And it's just coming out of this left tear duct right here, or the right tear duct left side. I don't know why. Don't know why. Do we see how skin like that looks? It's not cakey. Not cakey at all. Alright, next I'm going to be using my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless. I do have the Haus Labs foundation. I do have the Haus Labs foundation, but I'm trying to use this up. So I'm going to put it on the back of my hand like so. Spray it a little bit. And my sponge. And then hit it. And this is in 7 neutral, by the way, for reference. My wig is lifting a little bit. And because technically this is not my shade, I do have to put it on my neck. But I love these two together. I'm going to put a little bit more on my chin area. I love these two together because they look so skin-like. If I didn't use an oil and if I didn't have my skincare on, they'd look a lot more matte because I do have super dry skin, so I have to use a oil or something, or they do tend to, these products anyway, will tend to look cakey on me. That's only because my skin absorbs any moisture it can. Speaking of that, water break. Raised Bike Shop. Not sponsored. All right, so get a look at that skin. Get a look at that skin. I do have texture right in here. I'm currently experiencing a little bit of a breakout, but nothing that nothing too drastic. Okay, so for my contour and my bronzer, I'm sure you're not going to be surprised. I literally use this in every video for my face. Literally. All right, so I'm going in with Sculpted and Chiseled. And I want to be snatched. So I'm doing a, do you see the difference already? Yeah. Should just take this wig off. I'm just going to take the wig off. I'm about to break some of your guys' illusions because this is not my hair. Oh my God. It was all a lie. I mean, I guess it is my hair because I paid for it, and I made it, but technically it's not attached to my head. Now I look like I have clown face. Hold on. Now I look like I have clown face. But it was just making me irritated, all the hair getting in my way. That's why I tend to put my wigs on after I do my makeup. I'll get rid of that demarcation line with some contour. Okay, what was I doing? Besides my eye. Watering again. And for my contour, I take it from the top of my ear. This one I go a little bit higher because my face is extremely crooked, as you can see. This part is higher than this part, so I do go up a little higher on my right side. But basically doing the same thing. And that's how I chisel my face. And then I start from the bottom of my earlobe right here and just go down. Do you see the difference? Maybe not in this lighting, you can't, but hopefully you can see the difference. In or out, Stormy? In or out? My cat. Okay. Going in with Sculpted and Chiseled again, which are these two shades. Sculpted, Chiseled. That's what I'm using. Other side. Bottom of the earlobe. Bringing it under my chin. And I focus Sculpted underneath here the most. And then whatever's left on my brush, just bring it up. Do you hear this? Literally, she just was scratching to get out, and now she's scratching to get in. Let me know down in the comments if you also have a cat that doesn't like when doors are closed. Because Stormy just doesn't like when the doors are closed. But I'm going to close my door because I don't want the rest of the house noise to get into my live if I can help it. Anyway, let me know down in the comments. So it's either, okay. Right? Okay. Door's closed again. She's in the room. Let's see what she does this time. Alright, so I'm just using that brush that I used for my concealer and tapping just like this. And that fits perfectly between the contour right here and right here. And I don't go all the way in because I have that contour that goes down. So, and then I go like this. And go up like that. And then I take my sponge, spray it again with that fixing spray, which I will leave the recipe down below if I'm able to. I think after my live I'll be able to do that. It'll be a pinned comment or something as soon as I figure out how to do pinned comments. Oh, I forgot to contour my forehead. Okay, let's do that now. Sculpted, Chiseled. Right here. Oh, well, that's not very nice of you, but that's okay. Right, and then going over the edges with that sponge. But I can see a shadow. And my cat is crazy. Hopefully you guys can see the shadow too. Looking good? Looking good. Still have that line of demarcation. That's okay. Maybe some powder. Maybe some powder. Before I go in with powder, I'm going to contour my nose. So, going in with a contour brush using the shade Desert right here. And I'm not doing anything special that I don't do in my videos. I'm just doing it live, but it's the same thing. So I put some just on the tip and then up into my brow to make the bridge of my nose look slimmer, and then I just bring it down. And honestly, the bronzing part comes together. I don't do railroad tracks anymore. I just make it come down together. It goes from like, it looks like ovaries. Like these are the eggs and then the fallopian tubes. Boop. On honestly, that's what it looks like. If you have to imagine what my nose contour, how I do my nose contour, that's exactly what it looks like. Right here, so eggs, fallopian tubes, go down, boop, to one point. TMI? I don't know. Are fallopian tubes taboo? I don't know. But that's a good analogy, right? So, or a good metaphor. So now I'm going in with sandstone. I don't know why I just tapped it off. I've only been using the pomades, by the way, from the Danessa Myricks palette. Only using the pomades right now. Okay. Cute. 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 All right. Chiseled under the lips, which I do have an appointment to get my lips redone. I'm very excited about that. Because I kind of hate having to contour them to make them even. I don't know if you see what I'm doing, but I'm putting the contour shade chisel right on my lip line. And that's creating a shadow. And then I just do it in the center down here. And that's how I contour my lips, particularly my upper lip, because that's the one that's smaller. Okay, let's do some bronzer. I'm not going to do any bronzer from here because I don't want it to be too warm. I want it to be very neutral, so I'm going to be using the Glam Goth Beauty Dark Renaissance palette. This is still available at glamgothbeauty.com. Not affiliated, but I use the fuck out of this palette. Particularly Morbid Lisa, but you guys do that if you watch my channel. Okay, so going to be using Sinister, Chapel, and Picasso as my bronzer, and I'm just going to keep it right up here. And you might be like, you didn't powder your under eyes yet. No, I didn't, because I don't have to. Look. Look. I mean, I do have a hollow right here, but that's just, I can't do anything about the hollow. But as far as my under eye circles and my creases, the creases are covered up by the eyeshadow, and then the darkness is covered up by the concealer. And the concealer is self-setting. They say that, and they're not lying. They being Haus Labs, they say it, they're not lying. It's also supposed to... Hi. I don't have any. She wants wet food, but I don't have any, so she's subjected to eat dry kibble today. She's had to for the last 3 days, and she's very, very disappointed in her humans for making her eat kibble. Ugh, the audacity. Anyway, she's getting some wet food tonight. But, what was I saying? Brain fog. Anyway, my under eyes, yes. Looking cute. Looking cute. So no, I have not set them. I don't have to set them, technically, but I am going to powder them eventually. I'm just continuing to go in with Sinister, Chapel, and Picasso as my bronzer. I'm just using that to bronze up my face. I don't really go in with powder contour anymore because the Danessa Myricks kind of does it for me. And as you can see, I don't look powdery. I have a booger in my nose. Don't look at it. I don't look powdery. Hold on. Gross. But it's okay. Yeah. Cute. Yeah. Okay. All right. So what am I going to do for blush? I think I'm going to use Architorch. Oh no, I'm going to use Masterpiece right here. I'm going to use this blush right here. Masterpiece. Don't spill them. Don't spill it. Use Masterpiece. Ugh, so much shit. Alright, and these are pigmented, so I always start my blush from the top of my cheekbones and then bring it to the apple. Put some on my temples and just put a little bit on my nose. That was a lot of it. Whoa. That was a lot. That was a lot. Oops. I think I just messed up this makeup. That's okay. I can fix it. I can fix it. I can fix it. I'm going to take my sponge and just try to pat that in. Just a little bit. And then I'm going in with Morbid Lisa. It's my nose contour in this palette and powder contour my nose. And the aim is literally just to make it look straight, which I have already failed. I'm using my sponge as kind of like an eraser. I should always do the left side first. There we go. Don't worry, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix it. Right here, I'm going to fix it. All right, going in with... Sorry if you can hear my cat cleaning herself. Going in with the shade Marble. Putting that right on the tip. I'm not closing the door this time. I think everyone went upstairs. Ooh. Nose contour and highlight. This is how I do it. Just in case you were ever curious and haven't watched my videos. Bring that contour into my eyes. Okay. All right, now I'm going to set my under eyes. Charlotte Tilbury Mini in medium. I don't know why I just did that. That mirror is way too small. I'm placing it on top and under the hollows to brighten them a little bit. Also going to use that to set any places I get creases. I need a fluffier brush for this. Here we go. Need a little bit, teeny tiny bit more white right here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, and then for the rest of my face, I'm going to use the, if I can find it, it's going to be the Huda Beauty. Here we go. The Huda Beauty Luminous Pressed Setting Powder in light medium. And I just do that around here to blur out things. Because this is where my texture is. All right. Then I'm going to be using my sponge with some of that Fix Spray on it again. And just gently dab my face. I'm not setting it, I'm just setting the powders that I have on right now. I can always go in with more powder, which I think I'm going to under my eye. This is what I'm looking like right now. Sorry that the lighting is crap, it'll be better next time. I said that last time, but this is, I think this is better than last time was. Cute! Okay. Now, I'm going in with the Jaclyn powders, and I'm going to use the shade Coconut, which is the lighter yellow right here, and I'm going to mix it with Lilac. Do you see the difference? Hopefully you do. I hope you do. That's a little too much right here. Balance it. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit of Van Goth right here from the Dark Renaissance palette and blend it underneath my eye. This is a tiny, tiny, itty bitty, tiny, itty bitty bit. Cute. Cute. I'm gonna spray my sponge again. Really get that into the sponge. The more you set the layers of your face, the longer it will last and the more natural it will look. Just FYI. Instead of waiting until the end and then setting your face, like with a spray, if you do it in between layers instead of thinking that your setting spray is going to get down to the very base, your face will last longer and it will look better. Especially if you're someone that piles powders on, I would highly suggest you do this every time you apply powders, which is me. I'm a powder heavy person. Even though I love, even though I have dry skin, I love powders. Okay, this live is kind of chaotic with everything that's going on in my house, but shit, it's whatever. It's whatever. Okay, so what did I say we were going to do for lips? Chocolate, plum wine, root beer. Where's the one that I actually want? Here it is. My cat is looking for something. Tribe is what I said we were going to use. Right? Alright, so first I'm going to put on some Carmex. Because the lips are dry, I need to exfoliate them. Try not to judge me. And then I'm going to be going in with Fenty Beauty Heat in Hot Chocolate. This is a lip plumper, but it's also in a brown. All right, Danessa Myricks. I need a lip pencil. I'm just going to use this one. Okay, so I'm going to use Bark as a lip liner. And I'm bringing that lip line up into the shaded part where I contoured my lips. So that's how I make it, my overdraw look more natural. Blend it toward the center. Okay, and then the bottom. Making it darker on the outer corners of my lip and then right below the middle of my bottom lip. Now, naturally, my lips are very crooked, so what I try to do is make them look less crooked. That's what I try to do. And a little bit of a contour. Okay. And now, using the shade Tribe, I don't have to put a lot on because my lips are pretty much covered. That's probably too much. Ooh, I'm loving how that's looking. It must be Stormy's bath time because she's cleaning herself again. Alright, I'm just going in. Of course, I can't find the brush I just used. Here it is. Okay. Of course you can of course you can blot it if you like. I'm not going to. I didn't put on any highlight. Why didn't you guys tell me? I don't have any sparkly highlight on. I am going to use, I'm going to go in with the Devour palette from Unearthly Cosmetics. And I'm going to use, Snack. That's what that looks like. I'm going to use Snack as a highlighter. Hopefully I don't regret it. Oh, there we go. That's pretty. Ooh, do you see that? Oh, that's very pretty. Put that on the top lip too. Gorgeous. All right, let's put that wig back on and see what it's giving. I'm not going anywhere, so I'm not going to waste a setting spray. I'm literally going to take this off. If you're curious about this wig, I made it myself. I do not currently sell customized wigs. My old wigs that I, maybe my style has changed, or I just no longer like the color story, which this green one is probably going to be one of them after Halloween season is over. I put them on my Poshmark. Okay. Oil and water. This was supposed to be a middle part. Give me one sec. I'm not putting anything on the edges. I'm just laying them down with whatever is left on the edge brush. And yes, this is a toothbrush. Obviously, I don't use it to brush my teeth. Don't be stupid. Okay, you guys. This is giving fall to the max. Yes, indeed. I'm getting my texturizer in the mail tomorrow, so I'll be able to do textured looks with this wig. More textured looks anyway. I'm just in my own little world. What are people saying? Screamed, I subbed. What am I doing? I just finished, actually. I am styling my wig to give the full fantasy. And then I'm going to log off and take some pictures because I look fucking good. Okay. Because I look fucking good. So sorry that you missed this live, but I'll be doing more. And of course you can get the edited version of things by watching my channel, but obviously when I'm live you're gonna see like how goofy I actually am. So, what do we think? What do we think? I'm sorry. Do I look like a pedophile? James Charles. No. I don't talk to teenage boys. I like men. Grown men. Anyway, yeah. Thank you so much for watching, even if you're just coming in. Thank you for even clicking my live. I will be doing some more later. Oh, you're attracting all of it. But why? I'm just, those are just facts. Facts are facts are facts. Are facts are facts are facts. I'm not James Charles, nor do I, message teenage boys. And what do we call people that message inappropriate things to children? Anyway, yeah, so this is the look. I'm rambling. Make sure you guys check out my channel. If you like what you see, maybe you might want to subscribe and turn on your bell notifications, because I am going to be going live a lot more since I have more time. And yeah, everything that I used will, after I'm done, everything that I use will be listed down below if you want to check it out for yourself, for a significant other, because gifting season is coming. Very inexpensive, this look. I literally only used 3 products, but I probably could have only used 2. So, yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.